The leading candidate for Indonesia's presidency will be hoping it's third time lucky as millions of voters go to the polls in the world's biggest single-day election. Former military hardman turned Defence Minister Prabowo Subianto has undergone an image makeover. His campaign has tapped into the power of social media to appeal to younger voters. The 72-year-old also has the backing of the outgoing President Joko Widodo, who has served his maximum 2 terms in office. And Prabowo, as he's widely known, has picked the departing leader's son as his running mate.
I think Prabowo's rebranding campaign targets this really big black hole in Indonesia's youth understanding of history, but they happen to be digitally savvy and heavily invested in TikTok. So with these factors combined, it becomes what we see as dance challenges and positive narratives about Prabowo, to the point where they have a jargon saying, "Choose Prabowo, we're brothers."
Now, the polls suggest Prabowo is the candidate to beat. He has a sizable 28-point lead. It's still a 3-way contest. 2 former governors, Ganjar Pranowo of Indonesia's biggest party and independent Anies Baswedan, are also running for the top job. Almost 205 million people are eligible to vote in the world's 3rd largest democracy and most populous Muslim majority nation. Indonesia is made up of more than 17,000 islands. 115 million people are registered on the island of Java alone. More than half of the electorate is under 40. Voting is not compulsory, but turnout is expected to be high.
The voters' voices are divided this time around. They swing their votes from one candidate to another. So it's more exciting and unpredictable as the votes fluctuate between the 3 candidates.
As part of the younger generation, I hope whoever is president is young at heart. The president needs to also be responsible and determined in his decisions. Fairness is a given, but they need to also be just and equal to the people.
Alongside the president, people will also choose local and national legislators. A total of 18 parties are contesting the elections. For the presidency, a candidate needs to win more than half of the popular vote and at least 20% of votes in more than half the country's provinces. If that doesn't happen, a runoff election between the first and second placed finisher will take place in June. All 3 major candidates have made similar pledges on the economy, job creation and controlling inflation, but elections in Indonesia are seen as more personality-based. There has been criticism over Joko Widodo's perceived political interference and bias after election eligibility rules were altered last year to allow his 36-year-old son to run.
Our democracy is being tested, and of course, as the public and civilians, we need to exert strong and strict control to make sure that democracy remains the primary choice and that democratic principles are upheld if Prabowo wins.